think you got hired within a bunch, but you're actually getting fired among the bunches. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my show. This is Hire a Bunch of Fire Bunchers. My name is Rob, and I'm back to the business to help you guys with more questions, answers for job application, job interview, and say what? Job offers, right? Today's we're going through a very interesting kind of type of interview, quote unquote, as you guys probably know. Even some of you from international or overseas country that we have, we are people here in the United States. We have recently witnessed I would say a quote-unquote interview of the year, or interview of the I don't want to say century, but something like that. It was the presidential election debate. The reason I say, okay, by the way, it's between the former president Donald Trump and the current president Joe Biden, Mr. Joe Biden. The reason why I say this is debate kind of like interview, because if you go back to this episode of mine, in here we're talking about, by the way, this is one of the earliest episodes we had on here and for Hire a Bunch of Fire Bunches, where I was talking about different type of interview, right? One-to-one interview, person-to-person, phone interviews, video interview, or teleconference interview. But to be honest with you, this kind of debate is more like a panel interview, where the interviewees are facing a bunch of interviewers, in sometime in a team, sometime in a row, and sometime in a groups, right? As interviewees, you got questions by turns, or by time schedule, or different time windows. Yes, I actually had a few in the previous careers. It was not fun, right? So, all right, so here we go, the debate. I mean, it's just started with the opening scenes and introduction to the two candidates. And of course, we got the anchors and the host, who will be mainly asking or initiating each debate questions and topics, and then the two candidates will be starting it for the debate. So the question that I want to show you guys, actually, the first question, just want to show you guys the format and how each candidate reacts, how they challenging each other. So here we go.
Is their top concern the economy?
Top concern.
President Biden, inflation has slowed, but prices remain high. Since you took office, the price of essentials has increased. For example, a basket of groceries that cost $100 then now costs more than $120. And typical home prices have jumped more than 30%. What do you say to voters who feel they are worse off under your presidency than they were under President Trump?
We got to take a look at what I was left when I became president and what Mr. Trump left me. We had an economy that was in free fall.
I see the interactions.
Badly handled. Many people were dying. All he said was, it's not that serious. Just inject a little bleach in your arm. You'll be all right. The economy collapsed. There were no jobs. Unemployment rate rose to 15%. It was terrible. And so what we had to do was try to put things back together again. And that's exactly what we plan to do.
He was stating the facts as his support for this interview question, quote unquote.
There's more to be done. Working class people are still in trouble. I come from Scranton, Pennsylvania. I come from a household where the kitchen table, if things weren't able to be met during the month, it was a problem. The price of eggs, the price of gas, the price of housing, the price of a whole range of things. That's why I'm working so hard to make sure I deal with those problems. And we're going to make sure that we reduce the price of housing. We're going to make sure we build 2 million new units. We're going to make sure we cap rents so corporate greed can't take over. The combination of what I was left with in corporate greed is the reason why we're in this problem right now. In addition to that, we're in a situation where if you take a look at all that was done in his administration, he didn't do much at all. By the time he left, things were in chaos, literally chaos. And so we put things back together. We created, I said, those jobs. We make sure we had a situation where we now we brought down the price of prescription drugs, which is a major issue for many people. So $15 for an insulin shot as opposed to $400. No senior has to pay more than $200 for any drug.
Okay.
All the drugs they could include beginning
Let's see,
next year around the kitchen table.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
Thank you, President Trump.
We had the greatest economy.
They actually time the response of each candidate. So each candidate, I guess, have a 1 minute and 30 seconds, something like that. Once the time is up to the limit, they will get notified and the time up. So let's see the challenging parties.
In the history of our country.
Counterparties.
We have never done so well. Everybody was amazed by it. Other countries were copying
So he's
us. We got hit
responding
with
to
COVID, and when we did, we spent
the
the money
fact
necessary
from
so we wouldn't
the
end
other
up in
party.
the Great Depression, the likes of which we had in 1929. By the time we finished, so we did a great job. We got a lot of credit for the economy, a lot of credit for the military, and no wars, and so many other things. Everything was rocking good. But the thing we never got the credit for, and we should have, is getting us out of that COVID mess. He created mandates that was a disaster for our country. But other than that, we had given them back a country where the stock market actually was higher than pre-COVID, and nobody thought that was even possible. The only jobs he created
Here's the
were
interaction.
illegal immigrants and bounce back jobs, a bounce back from the COVID. He has not done a good job. He's done a poor job, and inflation's killing our country. It is absolutely killing us.
Thank you, President Biden.
Okay, here we go.
Well, look, the greatest economy in the world.
All right, so here's the next stage. You can challenge or either challenge or that's it, right? So it's pretty straightforward. As a debate, you have, first of all, you got the topic question, and then you answer it with summaries, and then you list your facts that support your opinion, and then give it back to the counterparty for them to challenge, right? That's really for the format of debate and quote unquote the panel interview. Whenever you got a chance to be asked question in a panel interview, you do that as well. And make sure you guys check my list of 100 interview questions and challenge, right? It will show you the way we organize our structure of question and answer, and how we're supposed to do each different interview questions in the right format or structure. Now, I want to share with you guys another question that's a kind of how can I say it? It's kind of contradictory by what's happening in the debate, where the two candidates was just basically focusing on their golf skills. I think the question was asking them, how do you guys prove that you still have a capability to run for president and to be a president for the next 4 years? And this is how they start the question. Let's see. Here's a part of question that the two candidates was arguing about their golf skills, right? It's just for fun for you guys.
What do you say to voters who have concerns about your capabilities to serve?
Well, I took 2 tests, cognitive tests. I aced them, both of them, as you know. We made it public. He took none. I'd like to see him take one, just one.
First of all, you don't. You're not gonna make face during our interview, right? No funny face. Don't do that.
A real easy one. Like go through the first 5 questions. He couldn't do it. But I took 2 cognitive tests. I took physical exams every year. And, you know, we knock on wood wherever we may have wood, that I'm in very good health. I just won 2 club championships, not even senior, 2 regular club championships. To do that, you have to be quite smart, and you have to be able to hit the ball a long way. And I do it. He doesn't do it. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. He challenged me to a golf match. He can't hit a ball 50 yards. I think I'm in very good shape. I feel that I'm in good a shape as I was 25, 30 years ago. Actually, I'm probably a little bit lighter, but I'm in as good a shape as I was years ago. I feel very good. I feel the same. But I was willing to take a cognitive test, and you know what? If I didn't do well, I aced them. Dr. Ronnie Jackson, who's a great guy when he was White House doctor. And then I took another one, a similar one. And one of them said they've never seen anybody ace him.
Thank you. President Biden?
You can see he is 6'5" and only 223 pounds, or 235 pounds. Well, you said 6'4", 200.
Here we go.
That's what anyway, just take a look at what he says he is, and take a look at what he is. Look, I'd be happy to have a driving contest with him. The reason I got my handicap, which when I was vice president.
A driving contest.
And by the way,
are we serious right now, bro?
Think you can do it?
That's the biggest lie. He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap. Yeah. 8. But I have, you know how many?
I've seen you swing. I know you swing.
Guys, I can't. I can't keep going on this, but you see how it is. Well, but in the reality, you don't make face to your interviewers or the panels when you do panel interview, and you don't do personal information review. You don't review a lot of personal information. But anyway, did you get that? This debate and quote-unquote panel interview format and how you do it, and what's the red flag we're gonna pay attention to? If you don't, make sure you guys go back to my previous episode when I was talking about types or kinds of interview, and of course check on my 100 interview question challenge and answer list, and we can go from there. And of course, same old. If you like the video, make sure you hit the like button and comments if you don't like it, and I'll pick up 2 to 3 comments for my next few interview as a free giveaway. But same old, like, subscribe, and share, and I'll see you when I see you for the next episode. Peace out.